Hello there. Are you considering buying a new video game console? Just deciding whether to go with the more powerful Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3? Why not go back to a video game history and get an older console such as the Nintendo Entertainment System, NES for short, or the Atari 2600? You know, Pong, Tetris, Pac-Man. Or if you want something with a little better graphics, you could always get the Super Nintendo, Super NES, or the Sega Genesis. You might wonder why I suggest such an old, out-of-date system. Well, it's cheaper, and by quite a bit too. According to Target.com, the retail price of the Nintendo Wii, the cheapest of the current generation consoles, is currently at a firm $199, whereas you can get the NES for about $20, and you can get the Super NES for about $30 to $40. Also consider that new games upon release from the Nintendo Wii are $35 to $60, whereas games for the older consoles range anywhere from $2 up to $20 or more if they're a more well-known title. So you'd save quite a bit of money just going with the older console. You might hear people say that they can't find these systems or that they're no longer available. That's just not true. CD Trade Post, a national music and games store, sells older systems. You can also, they sell and trade in everything from the Atari all the way up to the current generation, so you can find just about any system you like. Also, according to Nintendo.com, you can still buy replacement parts for your NES, which is quite impressive because no other system offers that. Another reason that I would suggest these systems is because they're fun. Have anyone play Pac-Man for the Atari and watch them escape from ghosts and see how excited they get just knowing that they got to the big dot. Some people say the older consoles don't have any games for them. You know, Call of Duty Black Ops just came out for the consoles. It's out on the 360, the PS3, the Wii, the PC, and the DS. So it's out there. But it only offers in the story mode about 10 to 12 hours of gameplay. And consider that you might play it once or twice. That's about 24 hours of gameplay. You could probably play Tetris for about 100 hours and not get bored. Or Super Mario. Speaking of Super Mario, yes, one of those games that everyone's heard of. It's actually the best-selling game of all time according to Guinness Book of World Records, selling a recorded 201 million copies, and that doesn't include the used copies that have been repurchased. Even recently, in December 2010, Nintendo released the repackaged NES Super Mario Bros. For the Wii, all in its great original form. So, people love the old Nintendo games, and they're still around. One more thing that I like about the older systems is they might not have had a great graphics processing or even sound processing ability, and due to the limitations of the cartridge, they couldn't store that much, but they still made the music very original. A lot of the games, you can hear the tune and just think, oh, that's Mario, or that's Battletoads. So I find that you don't get that a lot in today's video games. A lot of the game designers will be lazy and just use an artist's song instead of custom making the music for the video game. So it just doesn't feel as in sync. Nintendo and the Super Nintendo, in particular, the NES and the Super NES, have some of the most memorable and most familiar soundtracks out there. After all, there are many reasons to buy an older system. They may not be as attractive as the newer games, but they're fun, they have good music, and you can get them at a tenth of the cost of current consoles. So they're worth a try, and I hope you have fun.